What is going on, y'all? My name is John, and this is Facemask Fantasy, bringing you new fantasy content every day right here on this channel. So if you have not subscribed already, please hit that button. And before I get into it, I just got to let y'all know that we are rolling out live streams. We have a live stream every Sunday at 10 a.m. to go over start-sit questions pre-kickoff, and we have a stream every Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. to go over everything that happened in last week's games and to go over waiver options before the waiver deadline early Wednesday morning. So tune in with us every Sunday and every Tuesday throughout the season, and hopefully we can help you win your fantasy leagues. But without further ado, let's get into some fantasy talk. And Robert Tonyan suffered a torn ACL in Week 8 against the Cardinals. The injury occurred on a long catch and run in the third quarter of the Packers' 8-week win. Tonyan was helped to the team's locker room after a short visit to the blue injury tent, and he did not return to action. And it has since been reported that he will miss the rest of the season. Any fantasy managers who are still holding on to the 2020 touchdown scoring sensation can sadly let go. Robert Tonyan was most likely not a starter for you at this point in the season, as it's clear that his tight end 3 finish in 2020 was a fluke, as he's been just the tight end 23 on the season through 7 games, despite the team letting go of Jace Sternberger before the season, despite Josiah Deguara missing time due to a concussion in Week 2, despite the team being without Marquez Valdes-Scantling for weeks 4, 5, 6, and 7. Yes, the team brought in Amari Rodgers to be a slot play via the draft, but he had only garnered 2 targets through 7 games. But I don't think it's the presence of Amari Rodgers that has negatively affected Tonyan's game. I think it's Randall Cobb. Green Bay brought in Randall Cobb from the Texans, who seemed to have siphoned off a fair amount of Tonyan's target share and workload in the short and intermediate passing game, with 14 catches on 18 targets for 194 yards and 4 touchdowns in 7 games. Those are not great numbers for a wide receiver, but if those numbers were given to Tonyan on top of what Tonyan's already been doing, he'd firmly be within the top 10 at the position. But he was just getting 3.5 targets per game through 7 games. So where does his 3.5 targets per game that he was getting go? I'd say it's a pretty even split between Randall Cobb, who caught 3 of 5 targets for 15 yards and 2 touchdowns on Thursday Night Football, which was his second highest target total thus far. Not a coincidence. I think Josiah Deguara should pick up some of the work just because he's going to be on the field for the majority of snaps going forward. He was Green Bay's 3rd round pick in the 2020 draft, and he's caught both of his targets for 20 yards in place of Tonyan on Thursday night, and he should absolutely see increased usage moving forward. But I doubt that he's fantasy relevant. The team should continue to bring on Amari Rodgers, who had 3 targets on Thursday, his largest target share of the season and his career thus far, even though he only caught 1 of them for 7 yards. He should see some work, but his increased usage last week probably had to do more with the fact that MVS, Allen Lazard, and Devontae Adams were all unavailable for the Week 8 game. The team will also use veteran tight end Mercedes Lewis in multiple tight end sets moving forward. MVS should see increased usage upon returning, as will Allen Lazard, but most of all, Devontae Adams should become even more of a focal point of this passing attack, and Randall Cobb should see 5+ targets weekly moving forward. As a free agent in 2022, it's unclear if the Packers will re-sign Robert Tonyan as he rehabs ahead of the new league year. I'd bet that he's willing to go elsewhere unless Aaron Rodgers is willing to run it back for 1 more season with the Packers. So what do you guys think about the Green Bay Packers in light of this Robert Tonyan injury? Who do you think picks up the majority of the work? Put your thoughts in the comment section below. My name is John with Facemask Fantasy, bringing you new fantasy content every day right here on this channel. So if you have not subscribed already, please hit that button. Thank you for listening and have a great day.